Well, I think of us all as brothers and sisters, wherever we're from. I'm not very tribal in my thinking. I think good stories are universal, and the Arabic stories I've seen have certainly given me an insight into life in Arab countries. But when you get down to basics, when we're talking about love and grief and the whole spectrum of human experience, we're all the same. We're brothers and sisters. Well, I've now been a professional actor for 51 years, and in that time I've made about 30 films, but been in about 100 plays, and done a few TV series, though never a soap opera. I don't know why. My passion has always been the theatre. I love the palpability of a live audience. But as I'm getting older, 8 performances a week, especially if one is in a leading role, is becoming more and more of a drain on the stamina. So, not that film isn't hard work as well, getting up at 4 in the morning and sometimes working 17-hour days, which is what I've just recently been doing. But I am more drawn to film at the moment. Well, especially because in the last 3 years my experience has been such an exciting and unexpected one. I never had Hollywood on my agenda or within my sights. I was perfectly contented with a very full and busy career in Australia. I was getting the opportunity to play wonderful roles in the classics and in contemporary plays and even in avant-garde new works. So I never had my sights set on Hollywood. I didn't think it was possible, to be honest. It seemed such a faraway dream. In Australia, it's only 23 million people, and we make about a dozen films a year. In America, of course, it's 300 million people, and they make more than 600 films a year. But it was a success of the Australian film Animal Kingdom which set the ball rolling, and that was 3 years ago. And since my first Oscar nomination, I've worked on 10 American films. So suddenly, quite unexpectedly and without a plan, I've become part of the American film culture, which I still have to pinch myself occasionally and wonder whether it really happened. I've just finished a film with Woody Allen in the south of France called Magic in the Moonlight with Colin Firth and Emma Stone. I'm about to go to Puerto Rico to make a film with John Cusack. Recently I was in Berlin filming at the legendary Babelsberg Studios, making a film with Marjane Satrapi, and Ryan Reynolds was the star. So what has happened to this elderly grandma from Australia has been like a bit of a Cinderella story, I suppose you could call it. Very old Cinderella, but well, I'm lucky. I'm terribly lucky. I have no doubt about that. I have an agent. I have a couple of agents at ICM in Los Angeles and a manager in Hollywood as well. And because I'm 66 years old, and some mornings I look 76, when I mentioned that I'd like to get a bit of work done on my face, they immediately said, "Please don't touch your face, because you're one of the few left who looks the way she was meant to look." So unless I do it secretly, I won't be having any work done on my face. Well, I have to be restrained because I would take everything that comes at me, because I do. I still love my work in the main, and luckily I haven't been pigeonholed. I've been getting all sorts of roles, even though I played an arch villain in Animal Kingdom. I've been getting all sorts of different characters to play. But no, I do have to make serious choices now. I get far more work offered than I can accept, and that's where I'm well guided by Hildy Gottlieb and Carter Cohn and my manager, Alex Cole. They work so hard for me. I don't know what I'd do without them. I don't know how I managed for 63 years without them. Well, Abu Dhabi is everything I expected. It's multicultural, it's glamorous, it's luxurious, it's open to all sorts of exciting ideas. I'm having a marvelous time.